Hello there. I'm Cash, and welcome to another video presented by Edulis Cultivation. If you know anything about industrial hemp, then you also know that nobody can deny this plant species as the absolute #1 global crop. It most definitely is living up to its name of miracle plant. In fact, this is one plant in particular that points to symbiosis between us terrestrial humans and this natural, organic plant species. Whether you grow hemp for CBD flowers, oilseeds, or other industrial purposes, there are almost limitless applications for the hemp crop. To give you a good example, CBD has completely taken the oxygen out of any conversation regarding industrial hemp, and because of this fact, today's hemp-derived CBD market features endless products for both humans and animals, and interestingly to note, the diversity is so much that for pets, CBD products ranges now from budgies to bunnies to alpacas, indicating a strong possibility of serious and intense hemp agriculture opportunities. And in very much the same way, we have also discovered other great applications for industrial hemp. Fiber and seeds from industrial hemp are used to make building materials, yarn and twine, textiles, food, biodiesel, and more. It seems the more we discover about the hemp species, the more uses we find for it. The fiber, flower, and seeds which can be harvested from industrial hemp can support nearly 90% of the entire global value supply chain. What is also wonderful is that future-thinking farmers are using hemp to help constrain global warming. The primary cause of global warming is the greenhouse effect, which is an imbalance in our Earth's atmosphere and is directly tied to excessive carbon emissions. Scientists, farmers, and agronomists are working in conjunction to develop a farming technique called carbon farming. With this methodology, hemp farmers plant hemp seeds or fiber crops with a logical determination to remove carbon from the atmosphere and return it to the soil. This process is called phytoremediation. Industrial hemp is now being cultivated widespread with carbon farming techniques. In doing this, industrial hemp farmers, scientists, and agronomists are fusing methods of sustainable eco-friendly agriculture with verified practices that assists in the reduction of global warming and the carbonic count in our Earth's atmosphere. As humanity continues to develop more procedures to ensure the safety and continuation of our planet, industrial hemp carbon farming offers an exciting glimpse into new possibilities. The climate change crisis is one of the most defined topics of discussion for many popular political debates and engagements. During a time when most of humanity is aware that global warming is a threat, many lack awareness on how to take action against the ever-evolving problem. Furthermore, not everyone understands how the Earth effectively regulates carbon levels in the atmosphere. Global warming occurs when excess carbon dioxide, or just known as CO2, is pumped into the atmosphere from burning fossil fuels like coal, anthracite, diesel, petrol, and pumped black oil. When there is more CO2 in the atmosphere than can be accommodated for in nature, it causes problems. Namely, as the carbon dioxide gets trapped in the atmosphere, it hinders the manner in the way our sun's heat comes and goes from our atmosphere. Within the natural order of the Earth, even incremental changes to the atmosphere can have detrimental effects. This is causing the heat of the sun's rays to remain in our atmosphere for longer. Our Earth regulates its own carbonic levels in a process known as the carbon cycle. In this process, trees, plants, and all organic vegetative species extract carbon dioxide from the atmosphere via their leaves, in a process called photosynthesis, and delivers it back into the soil via their root systems. According to National Geographic, ideally, the carbon cycle would keep Earth's carbon concentrations in balance, moving the carbon from place to place and keeping atmospheric carbon dioxide levels steady. However, the carbon cycle is changing because of human activity. Eco-conscious experts, agronomists, farmers, and scientists have developed new methods of farming that can help support the natural world in removing excess carbon from the atmosphere. Isn't this great news? In the harmonized framework that is nature, carbon sinks are naturally existing ecosystems, which absorb more carbon than they release. So of course, carbon sinks are a key component in the carbon cycle, and it is precisely these attributes that carbon farmers seek to include and duplicate in their eco-friendly and sustainable agriculture operations. Our plants and tree species are the most important element in carbon sinks. Actually, plants are technically speaking the most critical element in the entire carbon cycle, and a civilization's greatest commodity to use for its terrestrial development and chances of celestial survival. Industrial hemp fiber and oilseed crops fits perfectly into current carbon sink model systems. Plants like industrial hemp, as mentioned before, removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through photosynthesis. In essence, they help tip the scales of the carbon cycle to a place where land removes carbon from the atmosphere, instead of contributing to excess carbon dioxide. Hemp is known to remove nearly 4 times as much carbon dioxide from our atmosphere than any other plant with this high level of agricultural possibilities and widespread geographical adaptation abilities. It's worth knowing that our ocean is actually also a massive carbon sink. The seas work as carbon sinks as they capture and retain large amounts of carbon dioxide that would otherwise still be in our atmosphere. Farmers who have hemp production crops are naturally one of the most efficient carbon sinks on Earth. As mentioned, the carbonic absorption rate of industrial hemp from our atmosphere is more efficient per hectare than any other plant or tree species known to humanity. When combined with modern carbon farming techniques, industrial hemp is our most effective weapon we have against global warming. One of the more necessity commodity things about industrial hemp has to do with how the plants are able to retain carbon after it is sequestered from the atmosphere. Interestingly, when hemp conducts photosynthesis, the carbon that the plants extract from the atmosphere permanently bonds to the fibers within the plants. Unless the hemp is burned or composted, the sequestered carbon remains in the hemp fibers permanently. This is why hemp fiber is considered a better resource to produce construction and building materials from, like hemp steel, which is nearly 6 times stronger than steel and requires double the pressure to effectively mend and bend. This says a lot about a potential earthquake-proof housing solution for some areas. So, in this way, hemp carbon sequestration helps keep excess carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and provides humanity with a much-needed low-cost achievable raw material for the development of our civilization's future. With so many incredible environmental benefits related to industrial hemp carbon farming, experts hope that it will help lead the charge against climate change. Hemp is revolutionizing our understanding of regenerative farming, while also lessening our dependency on limited natural resources, such as trees and the expensive gathering of other resources, like stone and metals, through quarries and mines. So please, give this a good think. This once illegal plant shows great promise in helping save our planet and ensuring the continuation of the human civilization. As a fossils expert, the owner of Edulis Cultivation, Michael Dupree, is all too aware of the dangers we face regarding human survival and the continued resource availability and natural support we are able to derive from planet Earth. As an avid amateur geologist and paleontologist, with over 14 fossil site location discoveries, Michael is extremely focused on helping to save our planet and ensuring 100% renewable energy and a 100% hunger-free world by 2030. He has been influenced for his industrial hemp career by many great men of renown in our past, and just like Abraham Lincoln, Michael also loves to sit on his stoop, overlooking the South African sunset, and smoking a pipe of fruitful flower while playing a game of chess. As in the words of the late Ted Reese, we can build a high-speed and fully automated system of production from durable, lightweight bioplastic and graphene out of hemp and other plants, powered by biofuel and hemp batteries while, because of hemp's ability to revive soil and absorb CO2, healing the soil and stabilizing the climate in the process. This reconstruction of society, which would raise living standards exponentially for everyone, is not an ideal or a fantasy. It is a necessity, both historically and ecologically. This brings us to the end of this video. If you have questions about industrial hemp for oil seeds, fiber crops, or CBD-rich flower varieties, please contact us today on email using address hello@eduliscultivation.com or visit our website at www.eduliscultivation.com. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Until next time, take care and goodbye.